party with you. I can tell that you're high. You all night. Baby, Pokemon. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. What's good? I don't remember when I pressed the go live button. I do that. Just a little drunk, you don't wanna come party with you. I can tell that you're high too. Baby, wanna party with you. All right, chat. It's coffee time, chat. We're gonna make some coffee. We got some good conversation to go down today, chat. We're gonna be talking about Pokemon Champions again. Or we're not gonna make coffee. There's actually coffee in here for me already. We're going to go over a video chat that talks about none other than Pokemon Champions, chat. And as we talk about Pokemon Champions, after that, we're going to, probably relax and chill a bit. But we're going to really just talk about Wolfie VGC's thoughts on Pokemon Champions. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks. It's time. Let me show you what time it is. Everybody gather together. I want to talk about Combo Devils, chat, but I haven't got into Combo Devils. And that might come later when we can play Combo Devils. Apparently Peak had a really cool update called Play It Your Way. You can like customize expeditions now. Apparently, Pete got scouts inside of Fortnite too. So you can be a little Pete guy inside of Fortnite. That's kind of crazy, Chad, huh? I haven't played Peak in a long time, chat. Your boy is thinking about getting back on it, man. It's so, I love Peak so much, bro. Okay. Yeah, chat, let's get this coffee and see what's up. Give me a second. Okay, chat. I just wanna party with you. All right. Everybody. I'm trying 7 brew coffee for the first time, chat. It's cool. A little sweet. I got a cinnamon roll. Now you might think, duh, that's sweet. But shut up. It doesn't have to be sweet, okay? You can have coffee in here too. So, but yes, it's decent. It's good. It's good. I know they got ice variants and stuff like that. We just got a 7 brew over here, and they're extremely popular because people love 7 brew. So yeah, we're gonna see what's up. I'll try other stuff from them because this is pretty decent. I might still make a cup of coffee later, but we'll see. Give me a second, chat. Let me get everything up, get everything right. Pull you guys over so you guys can watch some Wolfie VGC with me, chat. Let's get it right, get it tight. Okay. So chat, Wolfie, disclaimer, was provided free access to travel and accommodation to the Pokemon Company International to this event. However, all his thoughts and his opinions are his own, and his gameplay experience may differ from yours. So this was his or what he pretty much has to say about him playing Pokemon Champions early and all of that. So we're gonna listen alongside him, talk alongside him, and say what I think about his thoughts. I've never touched the game before, but he has a lot of information that we were questioning when we were watching the little video last week. So might as well listen to someone who's actually had their hands on the game. It's time, chat. Let me show you what time it is. Come on through, grab your drinks, grab your snacks. Come on.
I received travel and free access to the event from the Pokemon Company International. All thoughts and opinions are my own. My experience may differ from yours. I played Pokemon Champions early, and I have a lot of thoughts. And I should clarify that I did this legally. I didn't just break into the Pokemon Company offices. I was fortunate enough to be invited by the Pokemon Company International to their headquarters out in Washington State. I, along with 9 other Pokemon content creators, got to play about 45 minutes of Pokemon Champions. Now, I think it's worth noting that this experience was pretty on rails. However, I discovered some things that I don't know if they intended for me to discover, but I did. I was not allowed to film anything. Not just me. Nobody was allowed to film anything or record anything. So they have provided some B-roll for you to look at, but my exact experiences will not be able to be shared with you. This includes not only the gameplay, but like I wasn't even able to do any filming inside of the office, like even of just my stupid face. However, what the Pokemon Company didn't account for is that I have a perfect photographic memory, and as long as I see an image for at least 3 frames, I can perfectly recreate it thanks to my advanced art skills. So what I have done is I have perfectly recreated exactly what the game looks like for you to see here, and what my experience was like. I will display it now on screen at great risk to myself legally.
Oh man, I'm excited. You guys ready for this? That is indeed not a Pikachu, bro.
Okay, now that I have implicated myself legally, let's actually get into the video. The first thing that was required of us in our experience was to complete 4 different tutorials. These were the single battle tutorial, the double battle tutorial, the physical special split tutorial, and the mega evolution tutorial. It felt like they covered a lot of the basics, and there were even additional tutorials, which I'm actually not sure if I'm allowed to mention them specifically, but there were additional tutorials that we didn't like try, but I could tell what they were about because of how they were named. Some of the mechanics mentioned in them are not the most obvious to players and how they work or why they're important, and so having a dedicated tutorial I think was good. The single battle tutorial was quite comprehensive. The double battle tutorial was actually quite short, and one of the only things that you did was click rock slide, which I personally found very funny, but none of them were super time intensive, and that matters because for completing the tutorials you are awarded VP. Now VP appears to be the primary.
This is pretty cool that Pokemon has tutorials. I think we've come a long way in Pokemon where it's beyond just attack and switch and throw Pokeball, especially when it comes to being the only competitive version of Pokemon. So to teach people what they need to get done / what they need to do, to hear from like one of the best Pokemon players in the world that the tutorials aren't just straight out bad seems pretty interesting.
Currency in this game, and having tutorials award a decent bit of VP I think is pretty good. Now I do need to clarify that for the purposes of this experience we had effectively as much VP as we needed. This will not be the case when it comes out, so I think that these tutorials, which are relatively short and give a decent bit of VP, will actually be pretty useful even if you already know how to play the game. I'll talk more about VP in a bit. Now let's talk about recruitment, which is basically how you get Pokemon in this game, assuming you're not importing them from Pokemon Home. This is the first area where I started to learn some things. The way that this basically works is that you're given a lineup of Pokemon and you can choose to recruit one from that lineup. This appeared to be randomly generated as far as I could tell. I couldn't really see any pattern personally. My guess is it basically just takes a subset of, I think it's 10 Pokemon that are like, I don't know, in the game's code and offers them to you to choose from. Now here's where things get interesting. When you recruit a Pokemon, it comes with moves, ability, nature, and actually 2 of its stats are already maxed. The fact that these Pokemon already come with their stats maxed out, or with 2 stats maxed out, is a pretty big deal because it means you can save on points in training. For most of my Pokemon, maybe all of them, I don't remember exactly, one of the stats that I was gonna like max out anyway was already maxed out, and so that actually saved me a bunch of points. That being said, the stats are not always useful. I recruited a Feraligatr, hoping to see Mega Feraligator's ability. I failed, but we'll get to that. And the Feraligatr had max attack, which was good, but also max defense, which is just not the most efficient way of training it. I was looking through some of the B-roll footage that they sent over, and one of the things I noticed is that there are 3 different Furfrou, and each of the Furfrou has 2 stats max, like all Pokemon have 2 stats max, but like across the 3 Furfrou, 6 different stats are maxed. This could mean that the same Pokemon basically just gets 2 stats maxed at random, but the thing is that each of the Furfrous had a different haircut, so it could also mean that each Pokemon that's like in the game comes preset with 2 stats, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 stats that can be maxed. We'll talk more about this in a second, but like my initial impression is that recruitment is like fun. It feels like a mini game, and it's cool to like try out different Pokemon, but I suspect that if you're a veteran and you want to jump into competitive play immediately, Pokemon Home is probably going to be a really good way of getting Pokemon. None of us in this preview were able to personally experience the Pokemon Home connectivity because like we weren't bringing in our own Pokemon. So recruitment was kind of our only option. And so I don't know as much about Pokemon Home and bringing Pokemon in as I would like. But that being said, I did enjoy the process of kind of just building a team with what I was given. I thought that was pretty fun. Okay, now's where we get.
I think from the sounds of it, it does sound pretty good. Pokemon Home probably being the best way in order to get it. I mean, of course, that's the name of the game, right? This is, I believe, for the most part, going to be a free to play venture, so where you can just turn on the game and just play. I think it is cool that they have the options of both. That you can be a veteran and recruit your Pokemon from before. I still haven't turned on my Switch chat. I was doing other stuff this weekend, like trying to take care of my arms, like I mentioned to you guys. So we're still on that venture, but I think we're in a for real healing process. And I just gotta not tear my scabs pretty much, just like actually scabbed up really bad. But and when I say really bad, it doesn't hurt or anything, but I can tell that there's scabs under my arms, like really bad. So yeah, we'll that's a story for another day. But this seems interesting. I really wonder. I really wonder how much VP is going to be the income, especially at the beginning, right? Like at the beginning, it's probably going to be a surplus, but how much after that are you going to be able to gain? How long is it going to take to gain enough to um, max out a Pokemon? And also, I do hope it's like you mentioned of where Pokemon do come with a certain set of stats that they can have max, because I can understand like a Lucario having attack or special attack, but I don't want some Pokemon like Snorlax to where he has a special attack maxed and it's and motherfucking, you know, like something else crazy. Like defense wouldn't even necessarily be crazy with Snorlax, but it's just not what you necessarily want. But like I don't want Snorlax with the wrong stats max. I don't want Pikachu with the wrong stats max. Like an attacker, I don't want them with special defense and defense. Like I don't want to see them and get upset and then have to use that much VP because it's rare that you see them. Because I do kind of want to try to use the game through the game to see the experience of what if I'm playing this as a person that doesn't have Pokemon Home. I kind of want to feel that experience and figure it out when it comes out, Chad. I will see.
Into the really important stuff. This is one of the big questions that I had about the system. How easy is it to train your Pokemon? The answer, in my opinion, is quite easy. Compared to EV training in every prior game, it is so nice to just have sliders. There's a lot of UI quality of life improvements. Like one thing that I noticed is that when you have a Pokemon's stats and you're raising it, like it's just sliders that you can move around. And it actually shows you where you get bonus points from your nature on the slider itself. It's actually a really clean and efficient way of visualizing that extra stat point, which I also think is not super intuitive. Like I imagine that even some of you watching this don't have any idea what I'm talking about right now, which is fine because it's just going to show you going forward. Changing abilities is super easy. You just click into the ability and then change to the one you want. Changing nature, same thing. There's a nice little grid. Changing your moves is also super easy. You just click in and select the move that you want from a list of every move that the Pokemon can learn. I guess I don't know for sure that you don't have to unlock certain moves, but based on my experience, I would personally be surprised. It seemed like everything, including egg moves, was there from the get-go. I personally confirmed that Raichu got Fake Out and Endeavor, for example, to moves that I know are egg moves. At least I say that confidently. I'm pretty sure they're egg moves. Okay, here's where things start to get interesting, all right? The first thing that I need to tell—
That's great, though. Like, again, this is like a Pokemon Showdown, a shoddy battle, like equivalent of their version. And you really don't want to have to like grind or train in any way in order to gain stats or these things, because like I know like it's Pokemon, right? Like you're supposed to be fighting with the Pokemon, da 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 da. But I think the amount of time invested in just battles and stuff like that has definitely probably reached a very high portion of especially a competitive Pokemon player's time versus the it's not definitely not beating the farming, the running around and doing the eggs, because all of that stuff is tedious, man. It's stuff that if it wasn't there, there would be barely any complaints of someone saying, "Oh man, I miss when Pokemon had you ride around for 5 hours in order to hatch, your 5 eggs, in order to see that none of them have the correct nature." And that, I mean, back then, none of them had the correct IV, but we'll get to that soon. But like, see that none of them had the correct nature, and that you practically just wasted your time, and time for you to grab the next batch and to ride around for 5 more hours. Like, that was one of the most, that's why Pokemon is probably still my most playtimed game ever, because of that.
Tell you is, as far as I can tell, IVs are gone. IVs, or individual values, are the mechanic that Pokemon has used for the duration of the franchise pretty much to make Pokemon feel unique. It's the reason why one Pikachu might be stronger than another Pikachu.
What's good, Keenan? Welcome into the stream. How dudes it does? How dudes it does?
If you don't know how they work or worked, the basic summary is that every Pokemon and every stat has an IV ranging from number 0 to number 31. What this translates to is that at level 100, that Pokemon will get between 0 and 31 extra stat points in that stat. I tried a lot of things to figure out how to change my Pokemon's IVs in the game, and I could not find anything. On the one hand, I think that this is a positive change in terms of lowering the barrier to entry to competitive Pokemon. I think IVs tend to be confusing for players newer to the game, and honestly even for some intermediate players, and 90% of the time they don't actually add anything to competitive play. Most Pokemon just want most of their IVs to be as high as possible, and it's actually really easy to get good IVs in all your Pokemon now if you want them, between bottle caps and also just breeding being like better in recent games. So I think that from a barrier of entry perspective, removing IVs is probably positive. However,
I think IVs were a weirdly cool idea that devs tried to do, so your Pokemon is kind of unique to you. But once they began to give you the control over the number, and that you are able to influence the number to have max, it immediately removes the uniqueness of an individual value, and everyone in a competitive sense will just have exactly the number that they're looking for. Slash, sometimes you would get the rareness of where people have farmed for hours and hours on end, like I mentioned before. Instead of just adding the nature in, what I was saying before, now you add in the IV, and you will be able to get the IV perfectly, like he mentioned here. Like, it's sad that you, like, for instance, a Pokemon like Shuckle, right? You won't be able to have the slowest Shuckle anymore. And I mean, at the end of the day, everybody had the slowest Shuckle, right? You made sure that if you were using Shuckle, you made your Shuckle slow, but sometimes you didn't. And then you won't be able to do Trick Room teams as well, because there's some Pokemon that are used in Trick Room teams that aren't used in Trick Room. But before, what the thing was is when you Trick Roomed, you had the one where your IVs in that stat were not good. But now you can't do that. So that is a little strange. But overall, I think the loss of IVs technically should be a good thing, because it's just overcomplicating something that really, if every Pokemon player didn't have to do it, and they could just say, they could just press a button instead of doing what they did to get it, they would. No one cared for the farming. And it was all the same process of farming in order to change nature and stuff like that, but no one cared for it. It's not like ooh, I love this so much, I miss it. And then I guess at the end of the day, if you do love it and miss it, you could just turn on one of the Pokemon games, right?
I think that IVs are also a real form of skill expression. In Scarlet and Violet, I have personally used many Pokemon with imperfect speed IVs to get an information advantage or a tactical advantage, making my Pokemon slower to intentionally underslow other Pokemon or outspeed them inside Trick Room, and this can have a really major impact. I personally think that at the highest level, IVs add a ton of depth to the game, and they also impact certain strategies. Trick Room is a strategy that wants your Pokemon to be as slow as possible, because in Trick Room, slower Pokemon move first. Because of this, Trick Room teams almost exclusively use 0 IVs and speed lowering nature on all of their Pokemon. Pokemon. Without IVs, these Pokemon aren't able to be as slow as they would like, and so on the whole, this is a nerf against Trick Room teams.
Yeah.
My main concern with this change to IVs, by the way, is the fact that speed ties are really unfortunate in Pokemon. Nobody likes them because they're literally just 50-50 chances, and a big part of the skill expression of IVs was choosing a speed stat that you suspected other people would not be at, so you could actually make game plans rather than relying on coin flips. Even Trick Room teams, which typically want to be as slow as possible, will often run 2 or 4 speed IVs on a Pokemon, specifically for a Trick Room mirror match. With the removal of IVs, all this becomes a lot harder. This is also a nerf against special attackers across the board who don't use their physical attack stat, and therefore prefer to have as low an IV as possible in attack. This is because of moves like Foul Play, which uses the target's attack stat rather than the user's, and so especially for Pokemon weak to dark moves like Calyrex Shadow and Lunala, this becomes a pretty major deal. When you attack yourself in Confusion, that also uses your physical attack stat, so across the board this is like not good for special attackers, though I think it has the biggest impact for Pokemon weak to Foul Play. We have to talk about PP. PP, or power points, is how many times
Okay, so before we talk about PP, yeah, what Wolfie said here is it makes entire sense. Yeah, like literally Foul Play is something else. There was a couple other Pokemon that I talked with Devontae about, and he brought up some information about those Pokemon as well, being affected by the IVs gotten rid of. But again, if we really counted on our hands and toes, the amount of things affected by this change is definitely less than the overall benefits. And I am a IV hater. Like I don't enjoy IVs. There's not a single Trick Room team that I have ever played. I think Trick Room is pretty obnoxious. I think Trick Room is pretty obnoxious. So shout outs to that. But it is cool to see that they're trying to do something different from what Pokemon has normally done. It's weird that it happened here versus in like a mainstay game, but I mean it is what it is, you know. So we're here. IVs are gone, guys. They're GG out the window. And it says I was planning on trying a Trick Room team. VGC format has been more and more interesting to you lately. Hell yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say going forward now. Funny enough, like, oh, again, I'm not a Trick Room team guy. Trick Room teams are annoying, but I mean, it's welcome to 50-50 coin flip, I guess. Like, if you, like, I genuinely am not sure what to say about Trick Room teams. At all whatsoever, but they're probably like in the later versions of Pokemon they got more popular and more interesting, so maybe I probably won't ever change my feelings about Trick Room because they're obnoxious.
Pokemon can use a move in a battle. So my first impression when I started playing was that all Pokemon had their PP maxed out. My Tyranitar had Superpower, and that had a PP of 8, which I knew was the maxed out PP. However, what I learned is that there have been some changes. Moves that used to cap at 16 PP now cap at 12. For example, Earthquake. Moves that used to cap at 24 PP now cap at 16. The biggest PP change was to Protect. Protect is the single most important move in the game, and previously in all past games maxed out at 16 PP. It now caps out at 8. This is a really big deal. It is not that.
That's a huge nerf, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure what Wolfie is gonna say here, but this is a W change. Okay, I'm gonna be 1,000,000% honest with you. There might be problems that come from this. I'm gonna be 100%. But Protect is a polarizing move. It is an entirely polarizing move inside of Pokemon. It is a move that pretty much made it to where your predictions over how that player's strategy would work had to be on point. Now it's seeming like this move, you have to think about pressing it. That is a fucking cut in half. That's devastating. If this is the max for this move now, and it can't go back up to 16 or whatever its max was before, That's insane. This is like, let alone single battles, right? Because Protect is pretty all right in single battles. This is devastating inside of doubles because Protect, again, like Wolfie mentioned, is one of the most important moves in all of Pokemon history. That's insane, chat. Damn. 8? Cut in half.
That uncommon for a Pokemon to use Protect more than 8 times in a game, especially on teams with more bulk. This is a change that I think will have major impacts on the competitive scene. These PB changes across the board could also introduce some new strategies into play. For example, the move Spite, which lowers the target's PP of their last used move, could be slightly more viable here. Pressure is an ability that is normally seen as worthless and does not apply to the Protect change because Pressure only works for moves that target the Pressure Pokemon. But if you have 2 Pressure users and your opponent's using Earthquake, that's only 4 Earthquakes. And if you can block 2 of those with Protect, well, you know what I mean? It's hard to predict the exact impacts of this, but I think that it is likely that there are games that would have been won before, especially with a Protect PP change, that will now be lost. We'll have to see how strategies adapt. But that wasn't the only thing that I learned, believe it or not. There have been some other nerfs to Pokemon. Gengar, who was given Encore in, I believe, Scarlet and Violet, though it may have been Sword and Shield, was not able to learn Encore in the version that we played. More importantly, Incineroar.
Why do you have Gengar with Encore?
That's right, I'm talking about Incineroar, did not have access to Knockoff. This is a major.
What? That's that Pokemon, chat. This move is this Pokemon, bro. That's why I like them. Hey, what's good, Joker? Welcome into the stream. How does it does it? How does it does it? How you doing on this fine moon day, brother?
Major deal. Knockoff is an incredible move on Incineroar and has pretty much been used exclusively as the dark move on it since it was introduced. And so not having it, especially with the nerfs to Incineroar in Scarlet and Violet, well, it's a big deal. Keep in mind, I was not able to play for very long, so there are likely other moveset changes as well that I did not discover. The last thing I will say about training before we talk about the battles is that not all the held items were available for this experience. Now, to be clear, my impression is that the items that I was not able to find are in the game. In fact, I would be shocked if they weren't. They just weren't available for purposes of our experience. I was not able to use any of the choice items or the life orb or the assault vest. It's unclear to me whether or not these items will be unlockables, like via a battle pass, for example, or via a VP, or whether they simply just weren't present in the version of the game that we played. Either is possible. Regardless, I'm confident that in the final version, you will eventually be able to use all the items. Other items that were missing included many of the new mega evolutions. I imagine that this was done on purpose because the first thing I did was try and like mega evolve all the new Pokemon that I wanted to check the abilities for. I was not able to do it for any of the ones that I enlisted, and I think the only ones that we had available were Frostlass and Dragonite, who we learned Mega Frostlass has Snow Warning and Mega Dragonite has Multi-Scale. I am personally excited for Frostlass specifically. I think that that's a really good ability that they could give it. Okay, now let's talk about the battles. First impression, it's fun. It's really fun. I'm really not a very visual.
Hold. Okay. Yeah, all the items are gonna be here. I can't imagine them removing any item. Maybe in my tenure of Pokemon, my absence from Pokemon and paying attention to Pokemon, there may have been a release of an item that is problematic. But those removal of some moves is probably, man, it's surprising that they're doing this type of balance in Pokemon right now. But I can't imagine that they wouldn't add back all of the items. Like, it just wouldn't make any sense. And then I can't really speak on Mega Frostlass and Mega Dragonite, as I don't know Pokemon in its current state. I'm pretty sure if I paid attention, I could catch on and get it and understand. But I've really, Chad, the last time I've actually paid attention to competitive Pokemon was back a little bit in Scarlet and Violet because Devontae would talk to me about it, but it really wasn't my pay attention as in do the things that I used to do when it comes to competitive Pokemon. Chat, I used to really be into competitive Pokemon. I don't talk about it here. Like mainly if I talk about my competitive stuff, I talk about Yu-Gi-Oh and I talk about Smash Brothers because that's the stuff I'm like I had fun a lot of fun with. Like not to say that I didn't have fun with competitive Pokemon video game side of it, and even I guess the TCG, but it's just that I just don't like I just don't really talk about it like that. But I used to be really into competitive video game Pokemon, and it was like it was X and Y the last time that I was very heavy into it, and that's a long ass time ago. Look up when Pokemon X and Y came out, and I have not played competitively or even really looked at it outside of the Scarlet and Violet thing for a little bit since then. And it's been a long time since that. So I just wouldn't understand the environment enough in order to say whether the snow warning Frostlass or this. I can't imagine a bad multi-scale Dragonite, but I wouldn't even know if these Pokemon are good. And especially like multi-scale Dragonite, but Dragonite doesn't have an item anymore. In my head, like multi-scale Dragonite is annoying, but multi-scale Dragonite, I think that item was red card. I think it was the red card. Or no, weakness policy, I think it was. I think it was weakness policy Dragonite. You're playing multi-scale, you got a weakness policy on Dragonite. That shit was obnoxious. And I think that was a Scarlet Violet thing, because that's where they added the item weakness policy, I believe. I could be wrong. A lot of it could be blurry or whatever, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Devontae, if you're in chat. But yeah. Keenan says, I imagine that they will add new items. Yeah, that'd probably be cool. Yeah, I think they do that with like every rendition. But I mean, again, this game is actually just weirdly revolutionary. I'm gonna be honest. It's weirdly revolutionary for them to be doing things that they don't do even in the mainstay Pokemon games, and they just do it inside of this game. It's gonna be strange. You also heard there will be patch updates, huh? I mean, I guess they have to patch in anything they add from like other Pokemon games, and so like, but that's yeah, whatever. That's just the weird thing. This is a weird situation that Pokemon is putting themselves in.
Visual guy, to be honest, despite what my drawing earlier would cause you to think. But one of the first things I noticed is how pretty it was. The Pokemon models look good in a way that like I never really thought about before, and there's a ton of new animations that I really appreciated. Like look at this waterfall. Come on, that's pretty good, right? I didn't experience like all that many moves, and I already noticed a bunch that like stood out to me as different from Scarlet and Violet, so I'm personally just excited to see more of the animations. There were music options from a ton of different games, but for the purposes of our experience, pretty much only the default trainer theme was unlocked for each of them. I did check to see like Gen 5 if I could find the online battle music or the tournament battle music, but yeah, it wasn't there for this experience. Some Pokemon also have new icons, like for example Charizard has a new icon. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. One new thing about the gameplay, by the way, is that it's very fast. Like things happen really fast in game in a way that like does not happen in prior Pokemon games. There's a lot of little changes I think that also make the games feel faster. Like for example, Intimidate drops both your opponent's attack stats at once rather than dropping one Pokemon and then the other. I think it's going to feel a lot faster, which I think is overall a good thing, probably. There is a downside to this, which is that turns happening faster means less time to think about your next turn on the current turn, but I'm not getting into that now. It's too speculative. So there's a lot of new quality of life changes that make information more explicit rather than just like needing to know. And I'll talk about more of these in a second, but one of the things that I noticed early on was when you press the X button, to go into your Pokemon's like menu, it shows you a number of different things. In Scarlet and Violet, you can use this to check like how many drops a Pokemon has and how many turns of Trick Room or Rain are left, right? That's also true in Pokemon Champions, but the thing is that in Pokemon Champions, it also shows a multiplier number next to the stat. So if a Pokemon has no booster drops, it shows at 1.0. If it's +4, it shows ×3. If it shows a -2, it shows 0.5. It's a clear way of communicating information that you previously simply had to know beforehand. So I think overall it's good, but here's what I noticed, okay? If your Pokemon is at -1 attack, in Scarlet and Violet, and as far as I know every game prior, that translates to that Pokemon's attack stat being reduced to 66% of what it was before.
Yeah.
In Pokemon Champions, the number displayed is 0.7. Now, to be clear, I do not know if this is actually a change to how
It's probably like a rounding thing, right?
stat drops work. It would have pretty major implications if it was, not only for Intimidate, which is the first thing that I thought of, but also for speed drops. It makes the math also a lot harder to do in your head. Now, it is possible that this is just like a truncation thing, that it shows 70% because it's just one digit rather than 66%, which is 2. Technically, okay, 0.7 versus 0.66. It's one fewer digit. That's what I'm hoping for personally. I think it would be really confusing to have a change to how stats operate when everything else is like pretty much carried over. I also couldn't really tell from my gameplay. Like I'm not familiar enough with that 4% difference. I played against Aaron Zeng and he had max attack, adamant, and Incineroar, so I just am not familiar with how much that darkest layer is doing in my Arcanine. Anyway, we'll have to see. But there's a couple other quality of life changes that I noticed like in my experience that I thought were really positive. One of the big things is that now when you go to switch out your Pokemon, you can see not only your opponent's entire team, but also the percentages that their Pokemon are at.
I don't really want to talk on that too long because it is pretty speculative. But I do want to mention, I don't think they would change so many years of math, calculations, and readiness for Pokemon in just a snap of a finger like that. But I could be wrong. They could just say fuck it and say it makes more sense for it to just be 0.7. But like Wolfie said, that would like literally just fuck up so much math that it's not even math that people knew. Like if you would have asked me, John, what is the stat drop? Even back when I was playing Pokemon, John, what is the amount of stat drop that Intimidate gives to the opposing Pokemon? I would tell you one stage. I wouldn't know the exact percentage of number. I didn't know that stuff. But I could tell you, hey, it makes this Pokemon able to live this. It makes this Pokemon able to live this. It makes this Pokemon able to get 2-shot by this instead of, it makes this Pokemon able to get 3-tap by this instead of 2-tapped. It makes this Pokemon live this. Like I could go through Pokemon that it would make you, back then, I can't do that fucking now. But I could go through Pokemon that it would be able to change, but I didn't know the exact math, right? But it's because I understood this from looking at the math and looking at the things that would throw this all off. Now, it wouldn't make it worse, like Wolfie mentioned. Like, it's not like the 0.7 is going to be like, oh, now you're dying instead of living. No, it's 0.7. It's more. But now some people might, for real, instead of being 2-tapped like you thought, you're like, oh, okay, I can stay in here. I'm going to 2-tap him. You actually might be 3-tapping him. Because Pokemon is literally a very calculated, skewed, like, to percentage game. If you 3-tap somebody instead of 2-tapping somebody in Pokemon, that's terrible. You're like, fuck. Like, it's like, you are fucked if you're 3-tapping something instead of 2-tapping something. And that's dead ass. So it would be interesting to see what the actual change is.
This is just a really nice change to be able to see like the state of the battle from your Switch menu. In the past, you just had to kind of like remember this stuff. And so like there have definitely been games where I'm like, oh, like, yeah, like I did like 30% to that Pokemon, and then it comes back in and it's taken like 10%. And I'm like, oh, that's not what I planned for. And feels pretty nice, to be honest. Another thing that you don't have to worry about in your note taking. You also can see which Pokemon has mega evolved, even if they've been knocked out, which I really appreciate personally. I've definitely had like game 3 situations where I'm pretty tired and it's late in the day and I can't remember if a Pokemon has already mega evolved or if my opponent is already, you know, terastallized. And so I think being able to like have the game keep track of that so you can double check at a moment's notice, overall pretty positive. Another nice quality of life change is that moves now display a lot more information than they did in the past. For example, the move Waterfall now says it has a 20% chance to flinch rather than just saying it has a chance to flinch. There's a bunch of additional explicit information listed here. For example,
that's W. That's W. Because it's so annoying having to look up and see on Cerebi and find people online and Smogon to figure out what the actual percent chance for you to get flinched by motherfucking Togekiss with a King's Rock. Fuck you game.
For example, whether or not a move makes contact, what a move's priority is. The move Smackdown now gives a target the landed status, which I think is like a more clear way of saying that it makes the Pokemon, you know, land on the ground, and also references something called the Sky High status, which I imagine is for moves like Fly and Sky Drop, though I don't know if that one's coming back. Protect now tells you exactly what the chance of it failing is after consecutive uses. These are just nice quality of life changes that mean that you don't have to like go online to look up information about the game. Like it's nice that the game just tells you stuff. That's pretty cool. And I think especially for priority moves, it's just nice to have that literally in the game. I do have one point of concern, which I'm hoping will be fixed by the time that it launches, which is that there was a bit of input lag. Like I would press a button or, you know, move up or down on the joystick, and like it would take a little bit longer than I would have liked for like it to reflect in the actual like gameplay. This could be a monitor issue. It could just be the version that we're playing on. I'm not personally too concerned about this, but yeah, like it is the one kind of negative thing that I noticed while playing, is that like there was a bit of delay. Oh, one thing that I thought was really funny is that the run button is now like, you don't have to do it from the menu. Like in the past it was like fight, you know, switch, run being forfeit, right? Now if you press minus, you can just forfeit at any point. Like you can forfeit in the middle of the turn if you want, which I think is probably good from a quality of life perspective, in terms of like, oh, maybe like you can rage quit out faster, I guess, but also like it's really funny to me that at any point you can lose if you just press the wrong button a couple times. Like you don't have to just be like waiting to make a move. You can do it like middle of the turn now. I thought that was really funny. I think the big thing that I want to talk about now is the VP and the currency system in the game. Even though Aaron and I played against each other,
We might make some motherfuckers rage quit, chat. There's gonna be a lot of people trying Pokemon now that haven't had the want or don't have a Switch or coming back. We might make some motherfuckers rage quit, chat. We can do it. I'm interested in this VP portion because VP seems like the most important things. Because again, like I mentioned earlier, I kind of want to play the game as if I'm playing it through that game and I don't own any other external Nintendo device to try. I just want to see what it's like. What would be the experience of probably a respectable portion of player, or just the common player that would download Pokemon Champions on the phone. Excuse me, chat. On the phone, because I believe it's coming to phone like in July. I forgot what Devontae said. But that would download it on the phone and try it out and try to play the game and you know, get to the point. I want to see what it's like for that experience, for them to build a full team. So I think we're going to do that. I think that's going to definitely be something that we do, and I'll probably even turn it into a video then.
other. We didn't actually earn any points, maybe because it was like a casual battle rather than a ranked battle, or maybe just because this is part of the experience. But regardless, I don't know how easy it is to accrue VP. However, what I do know is how expensive it is to change certain things about a Pokemon. Surprisingly, changing a Pokemon's stats, which in the past was the most tedious aspect of training your Pokemon, is actually the cheapest here. It seems that maxing out a stat is about 150 points, which is actually not that much. For contrast, changing a Pokemon's nature or its ability costs 500 VP. Changing a single move is 250 VP. Again, I can't comment on how expensive these are relative to how easy it is to earn VP in game, but what I can tell you is that I suspect that Pokemon Home will likely be a very cheap way to get Pokemon into the game. Having a Pokemon with the right ability and the right nature already saves you a ton of currency in game, and these are relatively easy to get in past Pokemon games, especially when you consider that you don't need to worry about IVs anymore. Assuming that's true, it hasn't been officially confirmed, that was my experience. Given that training a Pokemon's stats are actually relatively cheap, I think that having Pokemon that you can bring in with the right nature, abilities, and I don't know exactly how move transfer is going to work, so I can't speak to whether or not that will be easier, but regardless, having the Pokemon, having the right ability, and having the right nature already saves you a ton of VP. If you're interested in playing Pokemon Champions, I would definitely recommend thinking about which Pokemon you're excited to use and maybe getting some of them ready into Pokemon Home so you can transfer them in. Again, I didn't experience transfer myself, so I don't know if it's expensive to transfer Pokemon in. The one thing that I did learn about Pokemon Home was after the 45-minute session of gameplay, we had an interview actually with Mr. Hoshino Masaki, who's the game producer and development director of Pokemon Champions. Okay. But the one thing that I learned that I think is worth sharing is that it was confirmed that there would not be a cooldown on bringing Pokemon in from Pokemon Home. So it wasn't like you could only bring one Pokemon in a day, for example. Wasn't clarified if there would be a VP cost associated with bringing Pokemon in, but I do think that that is worth sharing nonetheless. Having had 45 minutes of the game, what I will say is that I'm very excited for it. I think it's just an exciting time to be a competitive Pokemon player in general and a Pokemon fan in general. And what I will say is that after experiencing what is ultimately a relatively short amount of time with the game, it is very clear to me that they are taking accessibility very seriously. The fact that I noticed so many quality of life changes in such a short time, I think is, it's not trivial. And my overall impression is that a lot of the decision making in terms of how they were designing this game has to do with making it as easy as possible for people to play competitively. There are some things that I am sad to see go, specifically the removal of the IV system, but overall I cannot deny that these changes are being made with the health of the game in mind, and so I just can't really be that upset about it, can I? I'm really excited to see what else I missed or wasn't present at all in the preview.
And also another thing is like I think the speed stat dealt with I don't know.
Overall, I'm just very excited for Champions and for Champions content. Speaking of, I have a lot of big plans for Champions content. If you're not already subscribed, but you're interested in Pokemon Champions, I'm going to be doing a lot. It's a really interesting time for me because I just feel like I've been working towards this explicitly for a while now. Like ever since I heard about it, I started, you know, putting plans in place, and there's a lot of things that are kind of coming up all now as we near the release of this game. A lot of projects that I'm really excited to share with you all that yeah, I think are going to be really exciting. But also even more than that, I mean, the initial motivation for me starting my channel was to show people how cool competitive Pokemon is, and it just feels like a really full circle moment that not only has the game grown so much, but also like now there's a game completely dedicated to competitive play. This kind of thing would have been unthinkable to me when I first started out, and honestly for like a long time within my competitive Pokemon career. So I just think it's really special that, like, yeah, we live at a time where it is a reality. Anyway, I'm curious to know what you all think about these changes and these plans. And if you want more content from me, I recommend watching the video where I ranked literally every Pokemon. I don't know how helpful this will be going into Pokemon Champions, but it will be helpful in terms of you can see me gradually lose my mind over the course of almost 4 hours.
That's insane. First off, ranking every Pokemon is crazy. I would never do that. What's up, Blaze? Welcome into the stream. How does it? How you doing on this fine Monday? I almost said Tuesday. Welcome in. Pokemon Champions flopped. Nintendo lost. Hope is last hope is to burn into nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Pokemon Champions will never flop. That's impossible. And yo, that guy is a freaking cheater on Pokemon tournaments. Relisify exposed him. Dude, first off, you're talking about Verlisify. Okay. Wolfie is the best Pokemon video game player in the world. And you just mentioned one of the scum of the Pokemon community names. The biggest scum of the Pokemon community names. Like, Verlisify is literally like one of the worst people to ever take any information about Pokemon from in the online Pokemon space ever, bro. Blaze, don't listen to Verlisify, bro. I don't know how much of a fan you are of Verlisify. I don't want to shit on his content. I don't really know much about Verlisify's current content. I haven't watched Verlisify since like fucking back in the day, and I mean like years ago, right? But on the real, don't Verlisify didn't expose Wolfie. Okay, Wolfie is one of the best Pokemon players to ever touch the sticks of Pokemon. So don't believe him. Whatever his video is about Wolfie, I would just ignore it. Hey, what's up, Patrice? Welcome into the stream. How does it? How you doing on this fine moon day? How you doing? I don't trust both of them. This guy might really be cheating. I might take Austin John takes. Austin John. I think I'm familiar with that name. Let me see. You don't trust both of them. This guy might be really cheating. Ooh, Wolfie? Or wait, are we talking about Wolfie? This guy. We're talking about this guy cheating. Is that who? That's who you're saying is cheating? Is this the person? I just want a yes or no. Yes, this person cheats. Like cheated before one time, or cheats in Pokemon to win. Like, is a reoccurring thing or just one time he cheated? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know Wolfie's entire story, but if it's a reoccurring Wolfie cheats constantly to win Pokemon, do you know Wolfie at all? Do you watch Pokemon events? Austin plays. Let me look. I think I know that name. I said players. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, a lot. He cheats on Pokemon tournaments with hacks Pokemon. Yeah, I'm familiar with this channel. Um, he cheats on Pokemon tournaments with hacks Pokemon. Huh. So, have you ever been to how familiar are you, Blaze, with competitive Pokemon? Have you ever been to a Pokemon VGC event before? You're an ex Pokemon player? Okay, so you're very understanding. Actually that might be better. The Liquipedia might be better. I don't think this record is a cheating record, bro. I don't think it's possible to have this record and be a cheater. Like he may have cheated. Like that's why I had to clarify with you and ask if he cheated once. But I don't think it's possible to have this record in Pokemon and be a consistent cheater, bro. I just don't. I could be wrong. Like, but the thing is like again, I've never looked super deep into Wolfie's like track record, but it's just like if you see this, if you see the respect that Wolfie has with the community, the evidence that you brought to me is one of those scums of the Pokemon community, Verlisify. I think there would be more rummaging slash hate if Wolfie was a cheater. You know, I'm not sure what happened in the situation you're talking about of him maybe cheating one time, but yeah, I don't think Wolfie's a cheater, bro. You're gonna have to give me hard evidence for that. This record just doesn't dictate cheating. It's too many. It's too many wins across too many years. So yeah, I'm from the Pokemon community. I know the dark side, man. Everyone uses Pokehex cheating machine. You can search PKHex and homebrew cheating tools on Pokemon. Yeah, but when we say cheating, like is this the so like I'm not super deep into the Pokemon community, okay? I am literally pretty much a traveler, okay? I'm literally just a drifter. But the thing is when we're talking, from what the sounds of it is, I know what Pokehex is. That's the reason why I haven't really commented on it. And homebrew, I know what homebrew is. But are we saying he made his Pokemon in Pokehex and homebrew? Is that what we're saying? Like we're saying, hey, he made his Pokemon to have the correct IVs, the correct stats that he needs. He didn't breed and farm for these Pokemon. Is that what we're calling him a cheater for? Because if we're calling him a cheater for that, I'm sorry, Blaze. I just disagree. I don't. I don't count that as cheating, bro. I've always been like, even from the past when that first came up, I know that subject that you're talking about. I don't really count that as cheating, bro. I play Pokemon Showdown, bro. You know what Pokemon? If you're from the Pokemon community, you know what Pokemon Showdown is. You type a number. I don't like. I played Shoddy Battle. The moment Shoddy Battle became a thing back when it first came out, I was on Shoddy Battle. Like, I did not want you to have to ride around on your bike for 5 hours. I was literally just picking at that earlier while we were listening to the Wolfie video. I don't count that as cheating. Like that's just making a Pokemon. He still has to play the game better than you in order to beat you. This is why I don't count him as a cheater. But I get what you're saying now, at least. Keenan says it wouldn't matter anyway with champions just cutting the fluff. Yeah, exactly, right? You're 100% right there. Everybody will be cheating from this point forward then. You were talking about consoles. What you mean? Talking about on Switch and stuff? I mean, before it was on DS. It's the same thing, right? Consoles and all that. Showdown, understandable. You can tweak IVs. Yeah, I mean, sure. We can argue that, like, which is probably what the argument of that situation is that everybody didn't have access to these tools. But guess what? Now they do, man. Yes, Pokehex can inject on consoles. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? I'm positive that it would get to Switch and all of that before. I mean, bro, if you're in the air quotes dark side of the Pokemon community, you know good and well, regardless to you telling me the first Max IV Ditto, the one that everybody's getting spread around, is fair. You telling me the shiny Max IV Ditto that if I turn on one of my Pokemon games, I probably still have, is a fair Ditto. And you said it's because Nintendo allowed it. I mean, yeah, but like at the end of the day, bro, like let's say all of this is true, okay? Let's say this is 100% true. Let's say Verlisify is right. Let's say Wolfie Glick did cheat and injected Pokemon. If Wolfie Glick injected and did all of this to make the perfect Pokemon stats, that doesn't mean that it equals to this. This is not a cheater, bro. This is the greatest Pokemon player to ever touch the video game. This man has multiple years. 2012, second place. 2016, first place. 2018, first place. 2019, first place. 2023, first place. Same year, second place. 2004, first place. Same year, first place. Same year, first place. 2005, first place. Europe, Toronto, Orlando, Charlotte, Pittsburgh, Orlando, North America, Charlotte. This man is hella seasoned, and this is not even all of his stuff. It doesn't matter that he has the best tool when everybody's trying to have the best tool, the best option when it comes to Pokemon. When he has the best stats, the best skills, the best layout. One, he read the tournament. Two, he performed at the tournament by choosing the correct move. You have to perform at the tournament by choosing the correct move. Verlisify will never be good at Pokemon. He's never been good at Pokemon. He makes all of this Pokemon YouTube content because he can never succeed in the VGC. Never has. GG to him. I'm sorry. It just is what it is, right? So if you're going to sit here and hate on the best player to ever touch the sticks because he gets Pokemon faster than you, when, you, like you said there, it's not Wolfie necessarily that you should be even upset with because Nintendo allowed it. So let's say, right, this is just an all intensive purpose example, right? Let's say you have a sister, right? And you slapped your sister one day because you wanted the remote control and you get in trouble. You get a whooping. You know, you stand in timeout for about 30 minutes, right? After that, your sister, this is like months later, your sister slaps you because she wants the controller. And then you tell mom and dad. And mom and dad are like, well, This is what you get. This is what happens when you did this to your sister. They don't punish your sister. Are you mad at your sister for slapping you? Are you mad at mom and dad for not punishing your sister? Now, you could say both, sure, but at the end of the day, you need to be mad at Nintendo for allowing Wolfie to do the thing. If it was completely banned and not allowed, I'm going to tell you right now, Blaze, Wolfie would still get the Pokemon, however he got them. Even if he had to fairly get them, he would. One, look at this YouTube, bro. 2.616 subscribers. We could go to his social blade, and I'm positive back during the times of these wins, he was pretty well known in the Pokemon community. People would trade him the correct Pokemon he needed. He could resource out and say, hey guys, I need to get this stat spread of a Pokemon. I don't need you to tell nobody or think about it. I need it. And he could get it, bro. Let's be real. He could get it, bro. He could get the Pokemon with the correct stat spread. These events would still be won by Wolfie VGC, regardless of if he was able to utilize this Pokehex and homebrew, period. He would still be first, second in all of these events. It's not going to get rid of this. Doesn't change anything, bro. It's literally just a nothing burger for people to complain about, like Relisify. Keenan says it doesn't change how you play it, and everyone uses it and still win, and he still wins. Is he even really cheating? Exactly, Keenan. Like, it's an even playing field at that point. Exactly, bro. Like, if you're competing at that level and you're not doing it, you yourself, if Nintendo allows it, you're holding yourself back pretty much. Blake says this guy is lucky. I'm so lazy to go on the country trips back in the day. I can go toe to toe with cheaters, man, while using legal mons. I got 3.5 followers on my Facebook Pokemon fan page, and I do hate cheaters, bro. I'm telling you, man, you got other stuff to worry about, bro. The community is mad at Nintendo right now too. Welcome to the club, brother. Everybody hates Nintendo. Let's do it. But you got other stuff to worry about, bro. Like, there's so much stuff that you have to get better at to be able to even be close to this guy's level in Pokemon. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, that's not something to put your stake in the ground over Pokemon and to, like, I mean, if you really want to do it, by all means. Like, if you really don't like it, I guess, but I think you have so much more that you could, especially if you played the game and you loved the game like that, and you wish that you're too lazy to go to other country trips back then. Like, if you cared about Pokemon, bro, it's more than Wolfie being able to inject a Pokemon. And you know this. You 100% know this, that this is one of the greatest Pokemon players to ever play. You can't have a record like this. No one else has a record like this. We can go to these other people that have won or that have done well. That record's not like Wolfie, is it? This is vastly different. 33rd to 64. Now, this is a hella good record, mind you. 33rd to 64, 9th to 16th, second. 33rd to 64, 54 to 124, 5th to 8th, 17th to 30, 3rd to 4th, 33rd to 64. No one else has a record like Wolfie. This guy, really fucking good. Patel. These are really good players, bro. But like, Wolfie's so good, bro. Yeah, I can't even. Yeah, it's filled with cheaters. You just quit, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, that one is not a stake in the ground to have of it, calling someone a cheater over, bro. But if that's what you want, man, I get it. I get it. I get it. But yeah, chat. Are you at least excited for Pokemon Champions, though, Blaze? Pokemon Champions seem cool. I'm a little excited to try it. Like I said, I want to try the experience of playing and getting in a full team through the game. I want to see what that's like. I want to see what that's like. And how we can, how many teams can you even get from just playing? How much VP do you occur? I think I'll probably talk about stuff like that when the game comes out. So we'll see it. We'll see. I wonder who he commissions for this art of his thumbnails. This is kind of W. It's like on the level of or on the level of they're definitely better than whatchamacallit, who the fuck is the person I'm thinking of? Last stock. Last stock. Yeah, yeah. Pretty shady record if you ask. Yeah, sure. Even the previous champs never been liked like that. Oh, really? I hope Nintendo doesn't fuck it off or it's over. Yeah, it seems like it's good, man. It seems like it's looking good, man. Like they've done a lot of cool quality of life changes. It's coming to phones. Like I think they're really stepping it. Whoever the guy they have over this, they're really putting in their heart for this game to be like practically the next showdown.
Pokemon game.
Let's see if he references that person he commissions for thumbnail artist. Ah, here we go. It's Spigot. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Thumbnail artist for Wolfie. Damn. I'm trying to get some work done, chat. Not sure what you can hack now other than just siphoning VP. How else? Hmm. Ban any hacks tools this time? Well, the game's going to be played. Yeah, the game's going to be played. VGC is going to be played through, even this year, is going to be played through Pokemon Champions. So it's an online service thing. So I don't think you can inject stuff as easy as you would in Pokemon, the regular game. According to Datamine, 1K VP on normal adult Pokemon and 2K something like that on Mewtwo and Rayquaza. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Again, I wonder how easy it is to acquire, or how the. I don't care about the beginning of the game. Like we'll talk about that, obviously. But what I care about is how easy is it to acquire VP after everything, the excitement of the game. That ooh, you joined the game. Ooh, you're doing all the tutorials. After that, your daily VP gain across from playing the game of Pokemon. How much is it? I wonder, because that's important. That's super important when it comes to stuff like this. This is dope though, chat. I'm glad to see it. I'm going to look into this artist. Follow. I think this is my actual account. Yeah, because I kind of want to get something done, chat. Yeah. Spaghetti or speak, spigged. I don't know how to spike it. I don't know how to pronounce that yet. I'm fucking it up. Man, everything is possible. Remember, it's on console again. I mean, it's on console, but again, it's an online client. I don't think it's it's an online server based thing of where Nintendo has more control over what you can even do. I don't. Maybe if you can play this game offline, maybe I'm on board with you. But you probably have to log into the server at the start button in order to be able to play Pokemon Champions, I would imagine. Pokemon again can be imported from Pokemon games only if you're from Pokemon Go transfer. I mean, and that's true, right? Like you could essentially just inject into your Pokemon game and then transfer it over to the actual Pokemon. But again, bro, like this is the thing though. Like even if they do the homebrew method and make the Pokemon, you can just make the Pokemon on the app. Like you can literally just you have the ability to make that same Pokemon with no issues, no difficulty before. There's no complaints now. There's no room for complaints about injecting Pokemon because you're theoretically in the actual app when you're putting your EVs in, because there's no IVs no more. When you're putting your EVs in, you're injecting your Pokemon just like they injected theirs. I think it's perfectly fine, bro. It's not like sure they'll say VP because they're using the little mechanic or whatever thing, but it's all good, bro. I'm pretty positive. Like again, I don't mean no disrespect by this, Blaze. I'm positive you were a fine Pokemon player, but I'm gonna be 100% with you. You got a lot of improvement in Pokemon if the thing you think beyond being too lazy to travel is that cheating was a problem in Pokemon, because you winning in Pokemon was not hindered by someone else cheating and injecting their Pokemon into the game. It's not ever been the case. It's not what held you back. You would have been a great Pokemon player regardless of if somebody used a hacked Mons or you use legit Mons. It doesn't change anything. What matters again is the buttons that you press when you press say play the game. Like it doesn't matter, bro. Like that concern, that visceral, that hate, that anger that you place there, I wish you would place it on fire to actually play the game if you were that good. Got a lot to improve on, bro. So this artist is good. Might reach out to them, get a profile picture, chat. Might reach out to them, get a profile picture. Oh, that's going back to their Twitter. Oh wait, no, it's not. Um, if someone cheats still on this guy, it's gonna be so annoying. Yeah, I think you're placing that anger and upsetness in a not good place, brother. I think you should be more worried about getting better at Pokemon. But chat, we're definitely gonna be playing it though. So Blaze, you'll be able to see us play here and see what we can do with the experience of our in-game injected Pokemon. And see how that works out, you know, and see how much VP we can gain, and if we can build out a whole entire team, and if Nintendo's really greedy with all the money and stuff like that. I hope you guys are gonna join us for the ride. What Nintendo really needs to be flamed for is it releasing 2 games per gen still, and yeah, it could literally be all. Keenan, you're so right. Like you, they're still robbing people, bro. 2 game system is gonna crash. It's been a cash grab in 2026. I mean, shoot, it's been a cash grab since like fucking the DS, bro. Like they needed to stop bugging, bro. You'll get thank you, Mr. Smith, man. You'll give champions a shot. Hell yeah. It's free. Like it's literally free 99, right? Like I think it's gonna be good, man. I think this is gonna be the Nintendo W of the next 5 years or so. Because this is literally something that gives people access and in a very accessible version. Like even Showdown, right? Even Showdown, it's accessible. But the thing is like, one, you're not playing with the new fancy 3D models, right? But like, you got so much shit you gotta type in. Like, look at all of this. Fucking all these formats. You're like, okay, I want to play OU singles. Add a format folder. A new OU team. Import from a text URL. What? Add Pokemon. Add Pokemon. Okay. Oh my gosh. Like all of this, you know, like it's so much to play on Showdown, right? So outside of just random battles, right? So yeah, I think it's W, chat. I think it's W. So chat, we have done the damn thing. We have done the damn thing. We have to talk about the Tencent rumor. Open world gotcha game for League of Legends. That sounds crazy, chat. But yeah, chat, I want to talk about Combo Devils. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about Combo Devils, chat. And like there are a couple of things I want to do about Combo Devils. Combo Devils looks kind of interesting, chat. Um now, will I go crazy on this one? I don't know. I genuinely have no like oh my goshness about Combo Devils. I just want to play the game. It looks interesting. It looks cool. And I'm just curious of how the game will develop to a high level once everybody has their hands on it. And the biggest thing that I care about when it comes to this game, can I combo like a fighting game ish? If what I play is probably going to be this character that I play or the dog. Dog seems pretty cool. Um, let's see. Let's get to grand finals, shall we, chat? Is this a Kickstarter tournament hosted by Losers Finals Grand? Right? Y'all saw that Grand? So yeah, I want this, right? You heard it's pay to win, but you'll try if it's manageable. It's free to play. I'm pretty sure it's pretty manageable. It's free to play because you can import from the game, bro. Do you still have your Pokemon Scarlet Violet? It's free. Showdown is fun. Good to practice battles. Yeah. Rank up ladder battles and champion. Yeah, yeah, that seems pretty cool, man. I mean, there's rank inside of like normal. Damn, that's wait, that's a big distance, bro. Uh, come on, come on. Let's see you play. But yeah, I want to talk about this game, chat. Like, I really want to play this game because like if we're doing combos like this, I think that's like better than Smash, bro. Because again, if the game is designed with intention to do combos like this, and even better than Rivals, to be honest with you, chat, because Rivals, even though they like, that's the thing I loved about Rivals 1. The intention was to have you do combos, not like it currently is in Rivals, of where you like have all of these weird, crazy, predictable. You have to predict this type of follow up things because it creates situations where characters like Lorena exist, of where you have to really try. You have to really be cooking to get combos with Lorena. Like, I'm okay to have to cook in order to get the kill confirmed, but to combo to get people to kill percentage should not be this complicated, bro. Like inside of a platform fighter, it doesn't have to be. And melee was not the one for this. Like the melee and Smash isn't like what we have to make our game based off of. We can make games better. We don't have to make games based off of this. So it's pretty interesting to see what the Combo Devils crew is cooking. I do wish there was a character that I was in love with more, but again, it's just gonna take me watching the game more. Because I'm gonna be honest, Chad, I haven't watched the game much. I always just peek, you know. So Blake says, "Yeah, I'm really relying on my Pokemon Go now and my Melmetal from Pokemon Home." Ah, okay, okay. So you have Pokemon Go. I don't know nothing about Pokemon Go, uh, Pokemon at all. Like I'm a Pokemon Go player from like the first season, or not even season. I would say first patch. I walked around, caught Pokemon on it, did a couple little raid battles back then, back when they were a thing. That's about it, bro. Like where you were just tapping the screen. Now y'all got crazy shit that's going on where y'all fighting like super mega Pokemon and shit like that. Hey, shout outs to y'all, and y'all can do things with Pokemon in that game now that I didn't even like. I'm surprised when I hear it. So hopefully that works out and you can get the transfers over and it can it can work out. And like that's another thing too. Where, I mean, I guess that's not as free to play because you have to have your stupid little Pokeballs that you pay for in Pokemon Go, I guess. But like, hopefully you can get yourself a good roster from your Pokemon Go. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Are you gonna be? You have a Switch? You're gonna be playing on Switch, or are you gonna be waiting until the phone one comes out? You said from Pokemon Home. I think Pokemon Home is only on Switch, right? I don't know much about Pokemon Home either. It says Combo Devils does look like it functions hit for hit, more like a fighting game, less DI dependent. Yeah, and it's just the thing about DI. I like DI when it comes to surviving, and I like DI when it comes to living combo kills and certain like combo strings, like too long of combo strings. I like DI. But when it comes to basic combo ability, what are we doing? There should be some control, but not as much control as the defense in Smash has so much control, it's actually insane. um or the hit party, not the defense. The hit party in Smash has so much control is actually obnoxious and insane. And this is like one of the things that fighting game players have had a problem with of Smash since like Smash Brothers Brawl, bro. So like, damn, did he just die? Hey, he almost killed him off of that shit though. That man said, "Oh yeah, I'm getting that. Get your uh, uh, uh. You messed up right there, and then got dismeated. God damn. So shit like this is kind of hype, you know what I'm saying? Since there seems to be a lot more knockback on basic combo moves, so it's less DI dependent. Yeah, and I mean, right. The thing is the crazy thing is that Rivals One was similar to this, bro. Like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it, bro. Oh yeah, you're dead. Okay, let's see if we can watch a. I can see like a huge string interaction, chat. I want to see just like a huge string. Okay, got a little string coming. Oh, not that. And that X, I think that's a hard knockdown, chat. So you only have a few options to get up. I think you have back roll, forward roll, and neutral stand up. And then this is the thing that I love about this game too, right? Like notice here of where he does the hard knockdown, he dashes up to do a kick. Now you could say that it may be too early, but he's still flashing white. He's invincible during this entire time, bro. Like, so I'm positive he could hold shield here. This is the thing that I complain about in Rivals, okay? This is the thing that I hate in Rivals. This is Combo Devils, Joker. Keenan says angle shield is really cool in my opinion too. Yeah, I love. So I'm a weirdo. I love the ability to angle shield inside of Smash Brothers. I wish Rivals had that. I love the ability to try to stop your shield from getting poked. I love that little mini game and mechanic. I didn't like Meta Knight, but I liked shield poking. It was really cool. Now, regardless, this is the thing that I hate in Rivals, okay? So, in Rivals, we're playing a fighting game. There are periods of where this hard knockdown happens in Rivals. Hard knockdown, okay? Of where you get knocked down and then you get jabbed after you miss your tech. You get put into a state where the game technically considers it a hard knockdown. Your options of get up at that point are roll forward, roll backwards, or neutral stand. Those are your options in this hard knockdown sense of what I'm talking about. And what we call that in Smash terminology is a jab lock. When you get jab locked. In Smash, you only have one option, and that's neutral stand up, which is the worst shit ever in fucking platform fighter history. It's terrible. Literally, you jab lock somebody, and then you motherfucking charge that motherfucking forward smash. Bow. It's guaranteed. There's nothing they can do about it. You release it at the right time, you hit the motherfucker. Here, he's hard knockdown. He doesn't want to roll forward because he doesn't want to be closer to him. And so he chooses what technically would be the bad option, which would be roll towards the ledge, because roll towards the ledge, you're not going anywhere. But in Smash Brothers, your invincibility would end at a period. And even in Rivals, your invincibility would end at a period, and you would be stuck in this rolling animation where normally you would be creating distance. You're no longer creating distance by rolling towards the edge. But if you notice here, he's rolling towards the edge. He's invincible this entire time rolling. And then he's standing here. The moment your character stands in Smash, the moment your character stands in Rivals, you are no longer invincible in these situations. They take it away. It's only during the rolling portion that you're invincible. Because after this, it's supposed to be they have a punishable window. Why? Now, to be fair, the rolling option I can kind of understand it. Be able to punish the roll if you call it out, because it does create distance. It You move when you roll. You straight up be moving, okay? If I neutral stand up, I should be able to block. There is zero reason why you should be able to punish my neutral stand up. You're still at advantage, mind you. If I neutral stand up and I put myself into shield, you can grab me. Clearly, you can grab me. So to beat grab, I had to choose one of the risky options, thus creating what? Gameplay. This is back and forth gameplay, chat. This is back and forth gameplay. Make the rolls a little smidgeable of reactable. So we got tech chase situations, which a jab lock should create, right? This is smart thinking gameplay. But no, what we have is motherfucking stupid ass rivals of where you tech in place, you get hit by up smash. We got stupid ass motherfucking Smash Brothers. You tech in place or you neutral get up because you just got jab locked, have no fucking choice, and you get fucking forward smash or up smash guaranteed. It's so stupid. It is dumb. It is complaint worthy because you would want to be able to do whatever. And I see that slight frame of where he was, and that's where his character got back to neutral stance. But the moment your character stands up inside of Rivals, inside of Smash, you are not invincible anymore. It's actually obnoxious. Oh yeah. Keenan says, issue with Rivals I have is defensive options are too abusive in advantage. You're absolutely right about that. I mean, that's just platform fighters in general, right? And if I see it again, I'll point it out, like in another situation of this hard knock. Oh, see, hard knock. Look how far he goes this time. Let's see, because this time he's not by the edge. We're gonna see the distance that gets created. Watch. I'm not even gonna pause. That's some motherfucking distance. I'm okay with, if this is red, it is punishable ish. But what the fuck about why neutral? Why neutral get up? That's stupid, bro. It's so stupid, bro. Now, there is this situation that this game has with the wall and like the ability to get back to the stage where you're like climbing and holding onto the wall. I don't know how I feel about that, because like people will be out here playing Dragon Ball Z, bro. And I'm old school, so like I'm at a point of where it's like I only want one person to really be able to play Dragon Ball Z, preferably me. But like, you know, like beyond that, like if you want to play Dragon Ball Z, I kind of, you got it, bro. Like you're just good at it. You know what I'm saying? The climbing thing reminds you of multiverses. Never liked that mechanic. Yeah, it's just weird to me. I just don't like they do. You tire out way faster than the multiverses, though. To give to your to credit of what you're saying, but yeah, you're right. Like it is weird. Ooh, and then that's another thing about this game that I like too. You also just outright die if you reach a certain percent and you get hit. No longer are those moments of fucking Smash Brothers of where you're hitting someone at 400, 600%, and they just won't die because the character is not designed to have a kill move that once you get past a certain threshold, you have to hit them with a raw smash attack or something in order to kill them, because the character's rest of their kit is not designed for it. You just die outright if you get hit by something at a certain percents, which is good. I think that's very, very good and smart. Ooh, that was a good ass edge guard. Ooh. Oh, he tried. He was very hungry for it. That man said, "Get the fuck up off me." Is that a throw? Is that like a fucking command grab? Ooh, 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 ooh. How much damage is that doing, bro? Because he keep doing that, bro. It's like he's done that like 4 times. I don't think that really does much damage. It does some though. It does some, and he seems like he can continue it. He is at risk of exploding if he gets hit though. Ooh, is that an ultimate? Is that death? He said, "Ugh." Dude, that shit is so funny. That's why I like to look at this. You just fly. Ah, boom. He tried. He tried. He tried. Okay. 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 And that's the thing of where like that doesn't. It does exist in Smash, but like if you get touched at a point, it's like, oh, I'm gonna die from a combo. And I mean, he just straight does. It's like, ooh, up smash, death. And I don't think there's anything he could have done by that. So yeah, I really, I like the look of this game, but again, like this character looks interesting. Like the combo devils, the characters, some of them look interesting, but again, I'm a guy of like, I gotta see your kit, bro. Like again, I like the skateboarder girl. She seems cool, right? Um, what else we got in here, bro? Uh, this character looks interesting to me. I gotta see stuff though. Like this is Django the dog. He looks super cool. His side special is that pounce, teleport, stuff like that. Side, this character right here, tricky resource vehicle, just rush down projectiles. So both of these characters seem interesting to me. Like I would enjoy playing them. This girl seems interesting. Zoner puppet tippers, but like I'm not a zoning tipper guy. Like, so, but she seems interesting because of this in the bat, right? I didn't really see many people play her because I think she was in this playtest, but I saw a lot of people playing, obviously, these two characters and then this guy, Achilles, right? Uh, this guy seems like the dude, like the one that just be knocking people down, grabbing them, throwing them, and shit like that. People love characters like this. Um, I just don't like his look. I don't like his aesthetic, you know? And then they just unlocked Lizzo, right? It sounds rude when I say that, but there was no intention to. That's literally the character's name. But regardless, we're talking about this character, not Lizzo the singer. Okay. Um, I've never seen Lizzo. Yeah, this is like one, they have a couple characters that are like milestone. That's what I was about to go through the rest of them. So like Lizzo, he just doesn't seem like my style of character. Pressure, defense, like high defense, recovery, mobility. I'll have to see him because maybe again, like I'm a guy of where like you guys can hear what I talk about in Rivals. I care about what your normals do more so than I care about almost anything else. Like I like Shovel Knight because of Force Smash and stuff like that. But like this character, like the abilities of what this character has, like the side special, the skate tricks with the unique mechanics, pretty cool and all. But I like this the character be like doo doo, be smacking you with the skateboard and stuff, and like there's some skateboarding almost that seem pretty interesting to me. And Jingo, his combos like into side specials seem pretty cool. This girl I haven't seen enough. Like I said, I she looks cool though. She looks very interesting, and the fact that it's Skullgirl's designer made one, he just looks ugly. So I want to see what this character's normals look like in order to figure out. But it's a kaiju, and so off normal default, I don't really care too much. This DD person here, locked behind stretch goals, but I imagine all of these stretch goals are gonna make it. Chat. I think they're gonna make it to all of these stretch goals. But this person, negative amounts of interest, does not seem cool. Debo, negative amounts of interest, does not seem cool. Just seems like a martial arts dude. I don't really care. Blair, maximum amounts of interest. Look at them Hooters right there, chat. They are there. They're light, but they're there. Reminds me of Sophia from fucking Soul Calibur. W looking character. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait until this stretch goal is unlocked, and I want to see what she does with that little short sword. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, and like, see, look at it. Like I like stuff like that. Um, yeah, we'll see. I want to play the game. I want to give it a try, but more so, I want to play the game when everyone else can play the game. I don't want to play these little playtest things. And the fact that they're like so heavily concentrated in like party modes, if you will. Like it's not like they're just only thinking about competitive stuff. They're concentrated in party modes as well. So I think I already got it on my wish list, but I think they're gonna make these stretch goals. It's crazy that's 500K for roguelike early access, but character 7 unlocked, I think they're gonna make it. I think they're gonna make it. Enhanced training mode. Why is that a milestone? Regardless, I'm pretty interested in Combo Devils chat. I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Uh, yeah, like I said, she's here and playable. She was playable, but nobody really played with her, and I want to see that. I want to see her played with a lot. Maybe if we can find one in here. Is somebody playing with her? Oh, ooh. Let me use the restroom real quick, chat, and we're gonna watch this entire match just about. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Losers quarterfinal too. So that means that it's a person that knows how to press some buttons, chat. This is the person in grand finals though that they're facing. So hopefully they know how to press buttons well enough. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back, I promise. Okay, we back, chat. Let's watch this character eat Iconi and see if she looks as or if she is as good as she looks. She looks cool. She looks cool. Chat, you guys have been here with me for almost 2 whole hours. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Great content is here. We're watching. I'll turn on some background music too, so we don't just watch in silence. Where is that good chat? Do you wanna a little? I'm just a little drunk and I wanna come party with you. Do you high? I can tell that you're high too. What am I making? What you mean? Making about what? What are we making? Okay. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, play? Actual game, bro? Okay, chat. Let's see this character. Let's see how she works out. I kind of want to play her. That's a crazy ass up tilt range, bro. Damn! Hey, yo, bro. This might be my character, chat. Y'all see that range, bro? She said, ugh. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm trying to see a combo porcelain. Come on, man. Show me something cool, man. It couldn't just be pokes and hits. Damn, come on, man. Lucio, I know you about to be in grand finals, but like, let him show me something, man. Damn, can I see something? Did he die? Wait, how is he so hurt from like singular hits? That man tried to end. Y'all saw that? He tried to end him with that up B, chat. He tried to end him with that up B. Look at this. He threw the bat, knocked his ass off the stage. He said, "You coming?" He tried to catch him with like the link up B, bro. Damn, he blew up. That's crazy. He exploded. Okay. How you gonna get the kill? Oh, chilling. How you gonna get the kill, bro? Okay. Damn, he getting toe up, chat. I might not even get to see the character that I want to see play. He getting toe the fuck up. Wee, 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 wee. Okay. Bro, I'm not seeing it. What's good, Brian? Welcome into the stream. How dudes it does it. I'm not seeing any cool little combos from the girl, bro. This is kind of whack, bro. I want to see cool combos. You just die. No coffee today? I had a 7 brew coffee. I haven't made one yet, but I was actually funny enough thinking about making a cup still. I got this I got more of that brown sugar Starbucks creamer. It's pretty good. I'll probably just hold off. Man, can we see him actually play the game though, bro? Like, that's what I want to see, bro. This character looks so cool. Especially that Skullgirls outfit. I'm trying to see that shit in game, to be honest with you. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh, y'all saw that? Y'all saw that? Buddy do know how to smooth, chat. Y'all saw that? He said, onto ledge. Jump off ledge down there for invincibility. Ooh. 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 Have you tried the Harry Potter creamer they got out? That sounds nasty. That sounds like some what do they do over there in English? Some like butterscotch shit. Is it? Harry Potter was like known for weird flavors and stuff, man. Like, remember the fucking jelly beans? I don't want no throw up coffee creamer at random. I don't understand. Damn, bro, I really think Buddy doesn't know how to combo because he just picked the character because she's new and was just playing, bro. Butterbeer? Ugh. What is that? I think I saw those as like butterbeer goldfish cookies they have though. I didn't know they had creamer for it though. Have you tried it? Man, I don't think we're getting to see what this character really does, chat. That was a cool little combo. Look at that, chat. The murdered him up off that, chat. That's pretty cool, huh? And that was close range too. Okay. Ooh, good tech chase again. Back in the same situation. Damn, you almost died off of that. Hey, it's the Yoshi Island platform, chat. Oh. Oh, did he get gimped? Almost. He almost got gimped, chat. That's cool to see that you can actually be gimped in this game. I like that. Damn. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to see what I want to see, man. Like, I'm gonna just wait till the people are just more experienced. I think this is the first time she was playable, and we gotta watch someone like Typhoon, bro. Ooh, that look kind of sick, chat. Y'all saw that? He said, ooh. Huh? You just bought it to try it? Oh, so you actually have it. Have you tried it yet? Damn. Sniped him. Damn. What was that move, chat? Look at how the range on that shit. Y'all see this? Oh yeah, I'm playing this character, chat. This might be me. Ikani. This might be me, chat. And it's not slow, chat. It's reaching, bro. I might need to start calling her Shovel Knight, chat. If she got a forward smash like that, bro, damn, he got deleted off the wall. But if she got combos like that and she's swinging for the fences, bro, I might need to start calling her Shovel Knight, chat. Damn, that's sad that I won't get to see this character actually play, bro. Reminds you of Byleth? Yeah, you're right. With the little the shits that Byleth had. I don't really know Byleth like that. Let me stop talking like I know shit from Byleth. Can we see you play the game for real, bro? Like, I understand this Lucio dude is good, but please, Poe chillin'. Poe baby. Damn. Is he gimped? Oh, the platform came and saved him, just like Melee. Melee plat came saved him. Oh, it didn't. It actually didn't. He just got back for free, though. Rushdown characters always seem to have more love in these games. I mean, you have to keep in mind that this character is like the star character of the game. He's been in every playtest since the conception of Combo Devils. So like, this guy being the most seasoned character, he's like the Zetterburn of the game. So players are gonna feel more comfortable with him. They're gonna know his shit. Literally, this is her first playtest, if I'm not mistaken. No one has ever, like, outside of like the super in there people, have ever touched this character until this weekend. So that's why, or 1 month ago, sorry. 1 month ago. I think this is like her first time ever being playable. So that's why he looks like he's not like able to do whatever. But I'm surprised he doesn't even at least have like I'm mentioning like that's why I brought up Daifun. Daifun is like known. He's a really amazing fighting game player. But Daifun, not everybody can be Daifun, but like Daifun will literally pick up your fighting game. It'll be a playtest weekend. He will find the most cheesiest shit to do in your fighting game in that playtest weekend, and he will win the entire tournament with that. 100%. He's done it in multiple fighting games, and he's really good at Blaze Blue. Not Blaze Blue, excuse me. He's really big on I mean, Blaze Blue Cross Tag is kind of where he started, but he's really good on Guilty Gear now, I guess you could say. I still count him towards more Grand Blue Fantasy. That's kind of where he kind of got really big at, was Grand Blue Fantasy. But this is what Daifun is known for. You can see all these different fighting games here. Literally, especially like a Marvel token, whatever thingy jigger. He's won the weekend. Like he literally is known as the guy of, we got a weekend tournament for this game that's about to launch, the closed beta test of this game. Daifu's gonna win it. So I'm surprised he's not here in Combo Devils. But if it comes out to the public, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be there. He's just not a platform fighter guy, so especially if it has combos. We're gonna see Wong over here for a little bit. Damn, that was obnoxious. Ooh, good parry. Let's go. Fucking saved by Jeff, bro. I wonder how this throw escape works. Is he dead? Hell yeah. Get him up out of here. That's a cool little combo. Throw him off the stage. Platforms coming to save his ass, bro. Why they bring back the Yoshi's Island platform, bro? Like literally, and then it's bigger, bro. Like the cloud, bro. Literally bigger cloud, bro. That's crazy. What they trying to do? Ooh, okay. We getting somewhere. That move is crazy, chat. Look at that range. He said, ooh. Did the bat just beat his ass? I imagine the bat needs to be more involved in zoning combos. Oh yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Like, I think this might be the complicated character of the characters. That bat hit the fuck out of him. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, probably like hit with the bat in order to allow you the time to get there. Like similar to maybe Ops's Cloud and shit like that, maybe. That was a cool ass back air. Y'all saw that? That was a cool ass back air, huh? Look at that. Oh, well, might be where I'm at too. Hey, bro, if you play her too, we can learn shit together. Hell yeah, I like that. Damn, hit the bat like that, brother. Fuck you, bro. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, that's punish. Yeah, that's punish. Oh. Yeah, I think that's a hard situation. Like every time I see someone here in the wall situation with invincibility and shit like that, they always try like stuff like this, but I think it's like harder to do in this game. Like look how low he grabbed that fucking ledge from, bro. I went back too far, but look how low he damn, he grabbed that ledge from low, bro. That bear's nice. I like that nair too, but damn, these moves just seem so slow. Yeah, they're really slow. But when he gets that combo, like if we go back to the first match, like the big thing is like when he hit that combo, except for like the jab, like the jab combo seemed pretty fast. But when he hit that combo, I genuinely, or the very first game, I didn't even think he was winning, but it literally Doggo was about to die. So I think they've considered hey, this character does a lot of hits. They'll do so much damage, while this character does much less hits. They do a lot of damage. I think they considered that. Okay, let's see what you got, brother. Come on, don't do that. Don't be scared. You ain't got no reason to be scared. You at 10. Ooh! You see this? He said, clipped your ass. Wow. Hey, I'm liking this game, boy. This character, Connie, boy. He clipped him and then said, give me that dome piece. And see, yeah, that jab combo is pretty fast. See, like, she's like, block, punish. And it's a punish too. Yeah, that jab combo is pretty fast. Was that a hard knockdown? Is there X here? Her jab combo has a hard knockdown. Ooh. Chat, this might be the girl. Dog, that forward air is hey, that forward air ain't fair, chat. Yeah, hey, no pun intended. Look at this shit. He said, jump. Nah, don't be air dashing at me. Look at this range. And then just in case I miss. Now he can get hit because he whiffed, but like what? And he gave me the shield. That was like no landing lag, bro. It was like a full hop-ish type level shit. And again, he can still get punished for whiffing right here. He get hit, but like, you really gonna risk it? Barely any landing lag, chat. What the fuck was that? It's not hard knockdown, but he missed the tech. Hey, nah, bro. This character. Hey, nah, bro. This character might be it, chat. Hey, nah, bro. I might actually play this so I can open up the play test, bro. Like this character, watching this kind of got me hyped. Hey, get the fucking demon wind shuriken up out of here, man. Fucking bullshit, bro. You said hello? Hey, nah, hey, chat. This character might be it, bro. Hey, like this might be the Shovel Knight. This might be Shovel Knight, bro. Chat. This might be Shovel Knight, chat. He lost, but hey. That might be Shovel Knight right there, chat. Yeah, that's all I want to have a deeper discussion and talk and whatnot about combo devils. Literally these three characters, Keenan, this guy and these two are like the three characters of combo devils. They're like the three introductory characters that have existed since near conception of the game. Like I first remember people doing mirror matches with the at fighting games tournaments with the dog, and then after that I remember the skateboard character and the, I don't know the super huge timeline, but I remember the skateboard girl and this guy getting revealed. Oh, this is a different person, Klepto. Let's see if we can see. We'll probably watch like one match. I want to play some Slay the Spire, chat. So we'll probably like watch like one match and see if this guy has a little bit more cook on him. Look at, see, it's what I was thinking, chat, just from seeing the four there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He said, Hey, said, where you going? Nowhere. That's what I thought. Hey, okay. Yeah, you poking too much in neutral, bro. I don't know what you're doing. Poking too much in neutral, bro. What the fuck? Hey, she shovel knight, bro. That girl's. Hey, that shovel knight, bro. Hit you with the dares on it, boy. Told you. Hey, nah, this character's hype, bro. I might be playing this character for real, chat. Hey, this might be it. That I might have to get this girl. I might have to get this girl. The game is literally this girl for me, probably, maybe. It might be this entire girl. That's dog. That's something, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We might be a Connie main already and ain't even touched the game before, chat. It might be it. Hell, yo. Damn, you playing out here too much, bro. Get back to the stage, bro. This character right here, I know for a fact, this dude that's the Achilles, bro, he be spiking the shit out of people, bro. He's like the get your ass down there type character, bro. Okay. He's like the Captain Falcon of the motherfucking game. Damn. See? Look at there. You already putting them feet out. You playing too much. You playing too much off the stage, bro. You can't be playing like that. Damn. Got checked. Damn. Oh. Ooh, you got tippered, bro. You got tippered, bro. That was literally just a tipper. She has tipper mechanics too, so like that's another thing that's pretty crazy, huh? These neutral choices are not choices that I would even think of. I don't know what's going on with Klepto over here. Maybe the rollback ain't feeling the best. I forgot there's EX specials. Yeah. They have like fucking stronger moves and shit like that. So you can hit somebody with a combo into a stronger move than normal just by spinning a little meter, shit like that. Ooh, that's straight. That was a punish, chat. That was straight a punish. Block. Imagine this in fucking Smash and fucking Rivals. He said, I blocked your move. I get to punish you. Yeah, this might be the game for me, chat. Might be the game for me, chat. Okay, he cooking. He cooking though. All right, Klepto cooking, man. Damn, chat. Damn, that reach. Look at that. He said, you had to block that, bro. Block that, little bro. Was that another punish, chat? Oh my gosh, chat. Yeah, this girl might be me, bro. For real though. Damn. That's that shit that I'm talking about with this character, bro. I told you, you don't want to be playing off of there versus this character like that. That dude, bro, look at this shit, bro. He said, This character, you don't play with that motherfucker out there, bro. Whose back air was that fucking reminds me of, bro? I can't even remember. Honestly, I think it's Captain Falcon, but at the same time, I don't want to say it's Falcon. That dare is something else, bro. That's a hard knockdown, chat. But I think he would look at that. All they did was neutral get up. And they counter hit them. So maybe you can do something meaty, but for those that don't know, meaty means covers your wake up option, to where the only option that you have on those wake up situations is block. Maybe you can, but that doesn't mean that you guarantee to get them. That Nair had no landing lag. Look at how late he did it. Which one? Talking about that. Oh, yeah, that. After that down air. Hey, bro. This character's. Hey, bro. I might be playing this gal. Baddie girl might get played, chat. That back air's crazy, bro. That back air's crazy, bro. That back air's crazy. She said, Don't move. What? Oh. Okay, you know something I don't. Okay. My head, I was like, why you do that? But, you know, if you get the damn, flipped you. Wham. That back air's crazy, bro. I don't think aerials really have landing lag in this game, to be honest, Keenan. Like, look at this. He did that back air hella low, too. Yeah, this might be one of them games, bro, where we just get to actually press our buttons, bro. He said, wait, I might buy this. Hey, bro, I might have to hop on. The only problem with right now is only weekend playtest. Like, if I buy the game for 50 bones, I want to actually play, bro. So I might have to wait until it comes out. But we'll see. We'll see. That range, bro. Yeah, I want to play this character. I think I'd have found my character, chat. That was the problem I was telling Keenan literally this weekend. Was like, damn, I don't know if I have I don't got a character in this game. That's the only problem I have. Ooh. Oh, he didn't get the punish that time. Maybe because it was EX. Was that an EX one? I think that cost meter, no? Yeah, because he has a bar here. You see it, chat? And then he uses it. So EX is safe. You can tell because you see that? Or it might not be safe. But he looks like he's standing in neutral. But it might not be safe. It might be that that move just doesn't reach far enough without a wave dash. Maybe you have to wave dash and then hit it. I'm learned in chat. Okay. Yeah, chat, this game looks cool, man. I might have to get down. Me and Keenan might be Kalani mains. What the fuck is her name? Kalani? That's the singer, right? This outfit looks crazy good too. Akani. This outfit looks dope, bro. I can't wait to see this in the game, bro. But I think they show her moves down here. So neutral special is a bat strike. Spear uppercut, you can get the bat to fly you afterwards. Spear sniper is her side special. Okay. Sentry. So you set him to protect an area. Okay. Feed him, a unique mechanic. I wonder what feeding him does. And then she's able to glide herself as a unique mechanic. Yeah, I think this character might be for me, chat. Yeah, Keenan, we're exploring together, bro. Akani. We both Akani mains, man, for now. I'm pretty sure I'm a stick, though. Like, maybe Blair might get me off of her. But, and I'll try Shy, like, you know, but it's just, in Jenga, I'll try them, but, like, it's just, none of them really, like, made me feel that oomph like this character just did. This character seems tight, bro. An athlete turned vigilante seeks the power to protect her land and people. And then outfits like this makes me want to give you my money. Yeah, I might buy this game, bro. All right, chat. Oh, Keenan, I got something to show you, bro. Last night, me and the boys, not Keenan, Keenan would have been there, but it was Devontae and Chris. We played a draft mode in Slay the Spire. There's an enemy in Slay the Spire. This motherfucker that y'all done seen us fight on stream before. I wanted to uppercut this boy. We had to draw a fist under him, bro. Because fuck him. Fuck this enemy. He always shows up to ruin our multiplayer runs when we're having fun. We don't ever fight any other Act 3 boss other than this guy. So, we fought him last night. Why did I come up over here? Why did I come up over here? Please. We fought him last night. And do I got something for you? Do I got something for you guys? Check this out, Kenan. I was lagging. I was lagging. I was just lagging. Windows Media Player's ass. Okay, maybe that's the issue. Let me open a VLC. I think I have VLC player. Does that for you too? What the fuck? Oh, guess I'll open in VLC. Where's VLC? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Or no, it's my recording. My recording's fucked. My recording's fucked. What happened? What happened to my recording? Windows Media Player is ass though. Like, look. It's not even playing sound. What is going on, bro? Okay, yeah, either way, you're about to see. I'm about to open with I don't care, bro. Y'all will figure it out. I don't need me to figure it out. I just want to show my boy. All right, here we go, bro. Is it gonna please at least show this part? You see that number on that Volks? You don't even need to see the actual playthrough, bro. You see this? You see that, bro? 236 lightning bolts, Keena. Do you see this number? 236 lightning bolts, bro. I threw that card up and I like, hey, yeah, I gotta go to grab something, bro. I threw that card up and was like, all right, cool, I'm going. Immediately stood up and walked off, bro. 200 and so after this one finished, the one behind it, the number's the same, bro. Like they both stacked simultaneously. I had another one of that exact same car. So it was gonna be 236 plus 236. That nigga was gone, bro. Melted, bro. Yeah, fuck him anyway. Yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Let me see if maybe if this might not work though, chat. Hold on one second. I just want to see something. I just want to see. Your boy just want to see, chat. Your boy just want to see, chat. If it's really that video, Or is all my video players that just play raw footage fucking up? Give it a second. Make sure it processes through the entire video real quick. Boss deserves nothing but death. Yeah, dude, I dropped a nuke on him, bro. Devontae was strong. Chris was strong. We were all strong. But boy, I dropped that nuke on him, bro. I made sure he died. Funny enough, I was about to, if he wasn't doing like a billion damage and Devontae hadn't set us up to lose, oh no, it plays just fine here. Oh no, it lags a bit. Yeah, so it was my recording. It was literally my recording. Wonder why my recording was lagging of this game. I don't have any issue recording any other game when I record live. That from that scene, the exact scene, no changes whatsoever. Slay the Spire must have something going on. That's all I wanted to see in the chat. All right. Look at Gilberta. All right, chat. We're gonna play some Slay the Spire, chat. I'm gonna step up to the table. If you'd like to come through, come on through. It's time. Let me turn on some other music so we're not repeating the same exact thing the whole time. Find your dreams come true. And I wonder if you know what it means to find your dream. Oh man, makes me want to play Maple Story so bad, bro. Yeah, let's climb. Let's do it. It's an early shop. If I take that route, I could transform a strike into something better. If this was the greed one, I probably... Just one fight before then. And then I get a makeup shop afterwards. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it, chat. That's a lot of damage, chat. If I kill him, I can block this take 3. Or I could risk the biscuit, chat. We could risk the biscuit, block as much as possible. and hope that lightning hits him. I like risking the biscuit sometimes. Yes! Never punished, chat. Almost played the wrong card. I love the defect, chat. Go for the eyes is just so good. I don't think I can skip it, bro. And then I gotta fight an elite along this line. What you got? I got money, merchant. Flat cannon, chat. Do we do it? I think we're doing it, chat. We're doing it, chat. Right now, we don't create any statuses ourselves, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure out how to, chat. I'll take one. Dude, chat, I really wish I had. Y'all ever have that thing that you're like, I wish I had that moment in life one more time? The experience of playing MapleStory with friends and leveling up, I really wish I had that one more time, chat. And like getting the max, fighting bosses and shit. I don't want none of those. Since we got flat cannon so early, we're kind of focused in. I need stuff to create statuses. Damn, this is a garbage hand. I'm just taking 12, chat. That was a lot of damage to take, bro. Why couldn't I just have a few block? Like, at least, like, we ain't trying to be too picky, bro. Like, a little bit of block, bro. Damn, I took 12 off the gate. Nah, we want stuff to create statuses, chat. Come on, gang. See, I like it. I like it, you like it, we like it too. Yeah, I don't want them to soak up the random damage right now, chat, because I'm about to be taking a lot. If I see flat cannon, this is great. If I don't, I'm sad, like I am. Got him. Got lucky. All right. Hopefully I see flat cannon. Hell yeah. Here we are. Got him. Yeah, we resting. We hurt. Yeah, we got to get to the point of where we get a status card, chat. Draw 3. That's why the defect feels so good, because like you're putting up block and then you're still doing this passive damage with the lightning. And you can even change this into passive block, and it's not that it has to be passive damage. 22, bro. Guess I'm taking 11. Or, excuse me. Guess I'm taking 12. Ouch. Where were you last turn, bitch? Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. Nice van braces. Fuck. At you? Jeez. Oh, I'm gonna die, chat. 10? I should have just probably blocked and took 3. It's bad. Now I take much more. Took 8. Go for his motherfucking eyes. That's 10 on the spot. I'm blocking, definitely. Hit him for 1 play. Oh, died. Hell yeah. Okay. Messed up a bit, chat. Ooh, our first status card. We're taking it. I'm so glad we have Flat Cannon, chat. I hate this guy, bro. Oh, that's so Flat Cannon's so great, bro. That'll kill your ass. Hopefully, got you. Damn. Ouch. Took 8. Out of there. Echo form? Oh, we're about to go crazy, chat. I think we go crazy, chat. $100 leaves me with $104. I don't want another gunk up. Cool Head is good regardless of what deck it's in. We're definitely removing a strike. And I'll put Cool Headed. Oh no. Boom. You heard me. Oh, I'm so glad. Get you up out of here, bro. Yeah, you're gonna make me frail. I knew it. Ooh. It's a lot of damage coming my way, chat. We could turn this 8 to nothing. I don't want to take 10 though. I think I gotta take 10, chat, or I pop this potion. I think it one's bad, chat. Chat, we gotta talk about I'll take nothing. I forgot I got this frost orb. Chat, we gotta talk about Arknight's infield tomorrow, I think, chat. That time, chat. Talk about some Arc Knight's infield, chat. Oh no, not two of these, huh? Just for my draw pal. Put a skill for my draw into my hand. I could play Calamity. That's probably best. Get this in my hand. Play this. Play this. Another moment of saying, right now I'm gonna have 7 armor. I'll take 7. I'm gonna just block up, chat. We'll take 2. Yeah, bump echo form for now. This makes the gotcha better. Got him. Woo! I'll take 6 for that, but two strikes. 2 strikes. I know I deleted them from my deck. 2 strikes though, or Gunko. Game. All these times you be giving me all these status cards, but today you just don't want to? What the fuck is going on, bro? I'm telling you, like, the game will be offering me status cards, but today, since I got flat cannon so early, it's like, nah, you good. Damn, they coming at me, bro. That's 4. I can go for the eyes on somebody. Probably on you. I don't have a block. Oh yeah, I do. Straight buffoonery, chat, bro. I literally said I don't have a block. Was planning to play the block. Didn't play the motherfucking block, bro. I forgot I had echo form, bro. It's just one thing after another. What's going on, bro? Blocking that. Caw. Don't want to make 2 lightnings. Make 2 lightnings. Nah, I kind of want to just guarantee they die. 19, bro. Block as much as possible, chat. Play 2 gunk ups. And I take a little bit less than 10. I think that's the move. Take 6. Yeah, I think that was a good move, chat. 15, bro. I got frail on me, no weaken. I can block for 10. Alright, this is blocked. We holding off. We holding off, chat. $15, $44. And we live. Yep. Let's do it. Or 30, actually. Forgot. Plus 44. Yeah, damage. Got him. Another echo form, chat. Is that too greedy? We're deleting these 2 strikes, chat. Like, would it be better to just get a buffer, chat? I think it might be better to just get a buffer. But just in case, you know? Echo Form can cast it twice sometimes, and then if I upgrade it, it'll be 2. I mean, playing Gunk Up into Flat Cannon, both of them copying each other would be crazy, right? Or Echo Form and then play Echo Form after the next turn, where I have 3 Echo Forms on me. It's crazy too, right? Theoretically, I should be able to block all damage, right? Shouldn't need the buffer, huh? Mama ain't raised no bitch. We're here for excitement, right, chat? I hate this boss. I'm glad I chose the Echo Form. Can I? I hate it here. Sure. Go with first. I get to choose if I want to go this way, or this way, or this way. I had 2, 3 question marks going this way, 3 question marks going this way. Yeah, that's gonna be. All right. Grasshopper. 15 at the start. Could have gamblers brooded away. I want that back. Get you for that 12 with that vigor on it. Take 4 on it. Three more hits. Easy clap, chat. Get your motherfucking ass out the sky. And die. Dead. A cool-headed back. I don't want another gunk up, chat. What I want is like turbo, or I hate this game, bro. I guess I could put vulnerable on somebody, dude. I don't want this card in my deck, bro. I don't need both of them. Yeah, I don't need both of them. It's gonna be a bunch of blocks next turn. Yeah, I don't need none of them. And I'll just take 9. Damn, 10? Damn, 10, you scary. Yeah, I'll take 1. Start chipping you boys down. You'll just die. Yeah, I think. Okay, word. I like that. Think you just died. Hell yeah. That's upgraded though. I don't want the upgraded one, to be honest. Yeah, we're gooch. Oh no! I might want that. I can deal 21 to this. 21? Yeah, I got a potion. Okay, we tan that ass up, chat. Okay. Damn. That's still a lot of fucking damage, chat. Oh yeah, we win. Get him out of here. Ooh, there's Turbo. That's what we was looking for, chat. Now we just need the draw cards one. I'm probably healing, chat. Be 100 with you. I think it's time for us to heal, chat. Boost away is pretty good too. And lantern. I want a lot of shit, cat. I think we need this boost away though. That was worth it, chat. Look at my friend, chat. Don't gotta know. We're broke. Baltic is the friend, chat. I should have went here. I'm so stupid. Actually, factually, for real. All right. Now that we've gotten these two cards, Boost Away and Turbo, do we feel powerful enough to fight an elite, chat? 150 is what it costs for the next card removal. Think we could go bow, bow, hit the shop? Or question mark, bow, rest. Yeah, I think that's the best way, chat. Yeah, so we could possibly get enough for the... Bro, I hate this game, bro. That's the first three cards, chat. How'd I get dazed again? Oh, because I played Boost Away. Got him. He wakes up. Damn! I'll take 6. Oh, take 2? Jesus. Here we go. Yeah, that second one don't mean nothing, chat. So yeah, you gotta play it in the correct way when it comes to this card, chat. Respectable. I like it, you like it, we like it too. There'll be nothing else for the way of the music through. It's the way that we play this sound. It's the way that we bring this sound to you. Block. Oh yeah. Ooh, chat. I beat the shit out of them. Oh, I just took a bunch of damage. I'm tripping. Got him. I don't think I need a second flat cannon, chat. You literally can only play one. I don't think I need a secondary one. Do-do-do. Sleeping on it. Hopefully it's not B guy. Oh, these guys are pretty bad too. Attack every turn, chat. Six 12. It's 20 damage, bro. 20 damage, bro. Okay. We take a little bit. Ouch. We gotta do it, chat. Ouch. 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 Oh, I'm gonna die, chat. This is a lot of fucking damage. I would have played my duplicator. I didn't realize that the third one wasn't happening. It's 14 back there. Dude, I'm gonna die, chat. Draw flat cannon, draw flat cannon, draw flat cannon, draw flat cannon. Hell yeah, we did it. I think we win. So we just boot this one. Boot this one. Boot this one. Oh, fuck! I'm an idiot, chat. I'm dead. I'm literally dead, chat. Can't count motherfucking mana, chat. I'm dead, chat. Like, literally can't motherfucking count mana, chat. Oh, of course. Bro, kill me now, bro. I fucked up so many times, chat. HP, where I should have had so much more HP. This card is pretty nice to help out, especially with what I gotta go on, or where I gotta loop one additional turn. All right, we're at 171. We're removing a card from the deck. Yeah, absolutely get this strike out of here. That's all she wrote. No choice but to sleep, bro. We're dead, chat. I can't block everything from this demon, chat. Chat, you guys have been here with me for 3 whole hours. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Great content is here. I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming in, tuning in, hanging out with me, having a fucking good time. Because, man, I think I'm going to play this to start building things in the discard. And then we're just gonna end here. We're gonna choose can we take 6 damage at the end of every turn, chat? We're getting attacked this coming turn. I can't have the deck cycle. I mean, if we draw one less fewer card, it's less likely we get the voids that we put in our deck. Play 3 or less cards a turn is fine, I think. I actually could choose this one just to increase the damage that he's doing every single turn. Yeah, let's choose it. 17, bro. I'm gonna die, bro. Jeez. Ooh, chat. Oh, chat, I don't have the mana. $30, bro. You really gotta heal 30, bro. I could put. There's nothing in my discard. Very interesting. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot Echo Form counts. Motherfucking as a played card, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, chat, we're dead. I should have chosen the damage, chat. Yeah, we're dead, bro. That was such a good run, chat. I actually was going crazy, chat. Ah, that last fight and then this fight, I just made bad decisions, chat. I actually could have went so far, bro. All right, chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are absolutely awesome. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Great content is hither. I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the night, chat. You guys have yourself a great one. We'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna talk about some Arknights infield and do some Arknights infield stuff, chat. I need to the new character Rossi is out. I need to talk about her, talk about my thoughts on Arc Knight's Infield, what's been going on with the game and stuff like that. I told you guys I'm gonna be an Arc Knight Infield kind of guy, doing a damn thing on Arc Knight's Infield, because it's a pretty cool game, okay? And I continue, I promise I continue to want to do that. I've been hooked on this Cork on a Basket game for a little minute, and now we're you know, back to the regular. But thank you guys so much for coming through. You guys are absolutely awesome. Have a great rest of your night, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Have a great night, guys. See you guys tomorrow, chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Amazing. Amazing. Make sure you're hydrated, chat. Drink some water. Yes, sir. All right. Nostalgia.